Take my hand, oh Abba Father, show me what you say. Guide me from within my spirit, I will let you lead.
What's going on, y'all? So, today I'm just going to be painting on a tiny canvas, and I'm just going to be telling a little story of a miracle that I got the chance to witness. It was really cool. I hope that y'all enjoy this little session. It's not going to be too long. I'm going to see how far along on this little tiny canvas I can get while I'm telling y'all about the story. So, it's about maybe about 10-15 minutes. So, stick around if you can. If you can't, come back and watch later. All right. So, a few days ago, I was over at a Texas Roadhouse with a buddy of mine, and we were going over to. Let me click on this. We were going over and just talking about God and Jesus and stuff over at the table and our different experiences. And the waitress had ended up like just doing a phenomenal job as a general thing. And we were trying to tip the girl the entire time, but we kept forgetting every time she ran around. So I kept waiting until she came back, and I waited. I think I did it about like 4 or 5 times before I could actually remember. Hi, Sheila. Good to see you. It was about like 4 or 5 different times before I could actually remember to tip her. And she finally came back around. I actually remembered this time. I was like, wait, don't go anywhere. Because we were redeeming some gift cards or free gift cards that we got from for Veterans Day, and she we had ordered a couple extra things like just a drink and some other things on the menu, like I think I ordered like loaded mashed sweet potatoes or something, and that's supposed to be like a few dollars extra, and she just covered it. I was like, okay, let's get her a good tip. So I finally remembered to get her the tip this time. I gave a certain amount. She goes off, doesn't even say anything. I was like, cool. And we start going back and talking about Japanese because we're learning Japanese together. And he ends up talking to me about his experiences with God and stuff. And she ends up coming back, and I hear bickering, like just very mild amounts of bickering. And I'm like, okay, what the heck is going on? I look to my left, and it's our waitress arguing and about. I think it was arguing about a tip because apparently it doubled. Yep, you heard it right. That tip doubled. The other waiters couldn't believe that I gave a $40 tip, which is fine because I didn't. And he ended up questioning that big time, and she ended up just like, don't be rude to him. I was like, he just comes up straight up, asks me, hey, did you give her a $40 tip? And I was like, I checked my wallet just to be sure because I went in there with $60. And I checked my wallet and I had $40. And I do the little pinchy thing so that, I know for a fact I'm not giving more or less than what I intend to. And the $50 was, or the $40 was still in my wallet. So I was like, no, I did not. I gave 20. And she's feeling all guilty for it. She's like, well, do you want the 20 back? And I was like, yeah, sure. And then I thought about it for a second. I was like, wait, God just gave that to her. No, I do not. So she goes off. They're satisfied with that answer. And I was talking to my buddy who's sitting across the table from me. I was like, dude, that was a miracle. And we walked out the door, and I was like, we need to go back in because God has more to talk to that girl about and talk to the dudes who were there about. So basically, we walked in and got to prophesy to them, tell them about Jesus, and then on top of that, found out one of them already knew Jesus, which was awesome. The girl who got the doubled tip, she got witness to. Well, I mean, she was a believer already, which is awesome. Just showed why she got the favor, and then on top of that, the guy who was with her, that was pretty much doubting the whole thing, was like, "Dude, you believe that she got a tip or got a $40 tip?" I was like, well, God just did a miracle right there. I can tell you that much because I gave 20 and it clearly doubled. And I didn't get the sense that she stole it or anything. So there's the confirmation there for anybody that's doubting that, if anyone's doubting it. Because typically, whenever that happens, like someone's lying, I can tell pretty quickly if they're basically full of crap. Well, didn't get that sense, so God just did a miracle. That was freaking awesome. Thought I would share that little gem with you. I got one stroke in. Didn't paint very fast today. Alrighty, so I'm just going to be painting this. Do y'all have any requests or anything that y'all would like to see for the next time? If so, just put it down in the comments down below real quick while I'm thinking about it. Alright. So right now I'm just trying to get the colors of the ocean, which is like a turquoise and a green mixed together. So it's like seafoam green almost, but not quite. So maybe just a tad bit more yellow. Okay. So basically what we've got going on, it's kind of hard to see, but that kind of blue right here, oops, right here, that's what we're going for, that turquoise. But yeah, that was the fun story of the day. I'm glad I got the actual opportunity and the time to share it with y'all. I'm about to hop off. I have other places that I have to be right now. I'm pretty slammed with. I still have to do paintings, and on top of that, I have to be in 2 different places tonight. And then tomorrow, I'm traveling to Georgia. Fun times. I'll tell you all about that another day. Let's see. I'm developing a website, so y'all see and hear about that pretty soon. And on top of that, I will be placing ads out and stuff for the website for selling my paintings. Super excited. Just thought I would share that little gem with y'all. And if y'all also paint and you're looking to sell your work, do look into hey George, do look into doing ads for yourself. Good to see you, Kobe. Good to see you, George. Just a heads up for y'all. Both of those guys are freaking awesome. I'm gonna pull them up for y'all. Colby and George. These 2 guys are pretty sweet. They both talk about Jesus all the time. I wish I had the time to do that as much as they did. Both of them, they listen and they love God. And if y'all haven't already, y'all should give them a follow. Just check them out. They're really cool. I really like them both. And here's Colby. Bless y'all both. I appreciate y'all hopping on, saying hi. Annihilate. Well, yeah, if y'all have not advertised your work, I recommend investing in yourself just a little bit. save up a little bit of money. If you want to know how much it costs, I can actually talk with y'all over the phone or over text or however y'all want to do it later. I highly recommend y'all doing that. It's a good way to have like an extra stream of income, and on top of that, like if you're good at it, I mean that's it's always a good hobby, and on top of that, it looks really good on your walls, and other people will appreciate your art. All right. So let's see. I'm just going to get a couple bits of blue right here. So what I'm doing right now is I'm starting a beach. I'm just getting all the basic darks and lights and contrasts just thrown up right here. Unfortunately, my canvas space is taken up by my biggest project, and I'm not about to take it down because it's still wet. I think by the time I finish this, it'll probably be time for me to move out of this house. I will be moving here shortly. Super excited for that. Ooh, yes. Gonna have a new studio space. It's a little bit smaller, but I'm going to be doing a little bit more with it. I'm going to be adding like black all around. We won't be having as much lighting like this one directly above head. And because of the black curtains that I'm going to be adding, it won't be overbearing. So like all the glares that you're seeing right now, it's going to cut back on it a lot. That's what I'm looking forward to. Can't really do that here because I'm about to move out. But whenever, let's see, yeah, I forgot what I was going to say. Never mind. Well, yeah, I don't know if anybody else has not heard this, the story of the miracle that just happened recently. I highly recommend you come back onto this this particular video and watch it. It's within like the first 2 or 3 minutes, I think. Come check it out. It's the first time I've ever seen money double, and it was a really, really cool story. I mean, it's a little bit cooler being in there in person, but yeah, if you've never heard of that before, God still does miracles and he still moves. And he's not limited to just like amazing pastors, prophets, apostles, and stuff like that. No, he can do it through just any Joe Schmo like me. I'm nothing special. He can do it through anybody. If you just listen to what he has to say, do what he tells you when to do it. There's a verse that comes to mind that says, "Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven and his righteousness, then all these things will be added unto you." And that's one of them. And then also there's another one that comes to mind that says, here, give me a second. These signs will follow them that believe. So that includes like miracles. So those would be signs. He will literally use you. All you have to do is believe. Well, actually, I didn't even know that was a. I didn't even have to believe for that one. That one just happened anyways. So I'm guessing like, no, that actually did not have to believe for that one. That one just happened, whether I believed for it or not. That was just more of like one of those that followed. It was really cool. If you ever get the opportunity to bless somebody, just do it. I like to. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but it's more fun now. It didn't used to be, but it's more fun for me now to give to people than it is to receive from people. And I recommend just become what they call a cheerful radical giver. It blesses the other person emotionally, but it blesses you spiritually. And on top of that, you know, you you experience a joy that you probably would not have experienced unless you actually just were generous and gave. So just something to consider, just in general. You don't have to believe in Jesus or not for that principle to be a thing. But Jesus loves you regardless. But he really wants you to know him. I highly recommend, and if you don't know Jesus, I recommend giving your life to him because he loves you like unconditionally. There's nobody else that I know of, not even a dog. Well, maybe a dog, but probably some stipulations on that, some catches. But not even dogs will completely unconditionally love you. But Jesus does. And if you haven't ever given your life to him or said, "Hey Jesus, I want to know you," well, now's your chance. All you have to do is just say, "Jesus, I want you in my life. I want to know you. I believe that you died on the cross for my sins and that your blood has cleansed me and washed me clean. And I give my life to you." Amen. Well, that's it. So right now, I'm just trying to mix in a little bit of kind of a grayish color, which is purple with a tiny, tiny, tiny. Ugh, I grabbed way too much. Tiniest bit of yellow, which creates like a brownish color when it's more towards the purple side. Or sorry, it creates more of a grayish color when it's more towards the purple side. And you want to add a lot of white. I'll show y'all up close what my palette looks like. It's real ugly. It's kind of hard to see what I'm doing here because I got like 50 things at once. But right here, this kind of mucky, yellowish, purple, brown, right here. That's what you want, roughly. That's a sandy color. And that's kind of what I'm trying to get at, is a grayish color. But you definitely got to have a lot of white. All right. As a matter of fact, it's better that you keep adding white until you can almost barely not even see it. Matter of fact, this one is special. This is going to be kind of like kind of a gift to somebody. They don't even know they're getting it, but I'm hoping that they enjoy it when I actually get the opportunity to give it to them and actually meet these people. I've never met them in person, but I'm going to tonight. Partly, oh goodness, it's been about 30 minutes to do this, but this is one of the paintings that I actually have to get done. And it's a painting of where they were doing, what is it called, paddleboarding, I think. Mm-hmm. It was on a really, really, really pretty day over here where I'm at. Actually, I didn't even know they were here in October, but it was a paint. It was a picture. It's referencing a picture. Words, I don't do them. It's referencing a picture of when they were actually in the area. So I'm just gonna kind of get this all kind of mishmashed together. There we go. Then we'll go back to our other brush that's got all the nicer blues in them. We're just going to add a lot more white to it because the closer to the front you get, the clearer the water actually becomes, at least in the picture. All right. So if y'all don't have anything else for me, I am actually going to tune out so I can focus on this painting. I have to get this done before I start driving. I mean, I could probably paint it there, but it's too cold. I don't like doing that outside. Yeah. If y'all have any other comments, questions, or concerns, just contact me outside of this. Leave me a message in my inbox. It's always good to paint with y'all. And here's a little sneak peek of my current project. It's really, really big. It's like it's 4 feet by 4 feet. It's a big project, but it's gonna look amazing once it's done. I'm thinking about hanging this one in my next place. Once it's completely done, it's gonna have a nice line up at the top, and it's gonna have oil dripping down from his face, kind of pouring from the main right here onto this branch, into this little area that it's already pouring oil into, that just drips and then follows this way into the river. Super excited. One of these days I'm going to have to take a picture of this thing really up close so that y'all can see all the fine details. It just might take me a little bit of time to get a camera that's nice enough to actually pull that off. Or I'll just take multiple pictures and then just do it as a collage. I think I'll do that one for y'all. All right. But y'all have a great night. Love y'all. Bless y'all. Bye.